seeing the impact that those workshops have had on women and how it's made them feel empowered and given them confidence, but also developed their sense of identity. What do you think is the most important trait for a successful hairdresser? I'm laughing because I feel like we talked about this last night.
I mean, respect.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the first thing that I would like to have to see in people if they're going to assist or working in the industry. I think also, and I mean, we like each other a lot because we have the same values.
Yeah.
You work hard, you don't moan,
Yeah.
you're always happy, even though there are shitty things happening around you. You're professional.
Yeah.
So that's and also very humble.
Yeah. Just think it's so important to see any opportunity of when you're able to learn, to just really take that in and to have I think a passion for learning the craft.
When you are passionately driven, you should always be open to learn.
Yeah.
And always be humble.
In this industry, you shouldn't have an ego, because we're actually really lucky to be able to create on a daily basis, whether that's for a photo shoot or on a music video. I think
Being really blessed that you can get the chance to travel and to make other people happy. And, but I do think that it comes also in time. But when we were younger, we were all also like that. If you could change one thing about the beauty industry, what would it be?
So I think for me, since starting my project that I'm really passionate about, Hair and Care, where we teach blind and low vision women and young girls how to style their hair. Seeing the impact that those workshops have had on women and how it's made them feel empowered and given them confidence, but also developed their sense of identity. And the ripple effect of that, which has been for some of them to feel confident enough to look for a job, where many of them before were quite isolated and felt like they couldn't aspire to having a career.
I cannot imagine how that would be.
And I think, and I feel that for me, the biggest mission now with Hair and Care, and I feel in my own journey as a hairstylist, is to help make brands more aware of how they can be accessible.
Yeah, and not only for people who can see and can hear and use their hands, that there are more people that want to do it, but it's just, this is how you come in the world.
Absolutely.
And you need to figure out.
Yeah.
It's really lovely. Yeah, I love your project.
Yeah, I think to create more inclusivity and accessibility.
You're already doing it.
Yeah, it's definitely been a really not exciting, but a rewarding journey. Whilst also doing all the creative work. What about you, my love? What would be the thing that you would like to change about the industry?
Maybe because I have my own children, and my journey started in South Africa, where I shot so many beautiful things with houses, infinity pools. And then in the evening, I went with the production companies to collect the food and bring them to the townships. But I wasn't there. I mean, I remember the first time coming there, all those children were like, hey, touching me, hanging in. And it was, but I was young, so I didn't really understand how awful it was. After I came back in the second year. I always thought okay, I am working in the beauty industry. There must be a moment in my life that I'm capable of. Now I can give my time, but then I'm capable of to collect money and to give back, to support children. The beautiful thing of our beauty industry is that when you have a voice, you have a voice in what you do and how you are standing now as a hairdresser. I have a voice, and we're working for a beautiful company that we can change that. And even though, I mean, it's a big world to fight in, but if we do like micro steps, that we this is my example for my children, and I do hope that they will take it over from me. That not like the awards that I won, or shooting for a Victor Rolf, or shooting for Vogue, which I'm very proud of, but that they remember me like, oh, my mom made a brand. Yeah, Yukisa is something that's made of recycled plastic, but with the amount of money and a percentage, we can support projects.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
And see you next time.